This is Eddie Hearn, Matchroom Boxing. You're watching Sporting Icons. You don't need to be anywhere else.
So Anthony Joshua, he took his immediate rematch with Andy Ruiz Jr, where a lot of people were believing that Andy Ruiz Jr was going to do an absolute number on Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua couldn't adapt to the style of Andy Ruiz Jr. Now, a lot of people are eating humble pie. Thankfully, I'm not one of them. I believed wholeheartedly that Anthony Joshua was going to get his belts back, as many of you guys did. In fact, so many of you guys did that you tuned in to watch Anthony Joshua rematch Andy Ruiz Jr for the unified WBA, IBF, WBO and IBO World Heavyweight titles in Saudi Arabia. 1.6 million of you bought the pay-per-view. Over 1.6 million of you saw Anthony Joshua become a two-time heavyweight champion of the world officially. Now, how many illegal streams? I have absolutely no idea, but I bought it like 1.6 million of you guys did. Now, 1.6 million is apparently some kind of record. Now, as far as to my knowledge, I think the record for a boxing fight for pay-per-view on Sky Sports is 1.7 million, which was Joshua versus Klitschko. So, if I am correct on that one, then this one just fell short of the Vladimir Klitschko one. But money generated, this one would have been a hell of a lot more, as they bumped the price up from £20 to £25. So do the math, isn't too complicated. Now, 1.6 million by £25 is £40 million. That's how much Sky Sports made off this one event. 1.6 million equals £40 million. Convert that into dollars, $52 million. For a guy who lost his last fight and come back and reclaim those heavyweight titles to become a two-time heavyweight champion of the world, still showed that he is a massive, massive draw. A huge superstar draw at 1.6 million pay-per-view buys. Now, I know there can be plenty of the wilder nut huggers out there saying, yeah, but Anthony Joshua, he went over there and he ran away from Andy Ruiz Jr. Now, I want to cover this particular point in a separate video, but just to give you a little bit of a snippet of what's to come, Anthony Joshua done pretty much what Tyson Fury does every single fight. Anthony Joshua done what Muhammad Ali was famous for. But yet these guys are classed as masterful boxers. But Anthony Joshua ran. As I said, that video is going to come in a separate one. And again, any Americans out there saying, yeah, but 1.6 million at £25, which is about $30, of course, it's going to do way more numbers than what people would here in America. Well, again, how many more people are in America than there are in the United Kingdom? There's a hell of a lot more. Now, Deontay Wilder versus King Kong, Luis Ortiz. Various numbers floating around for their pay-per-views. Yes, their pay-per-views are $75 a pop. That's a hell of a lot of money, right? But there's numbers flying around anywhere from 138,000 pay-per-view buys up to 275,000 pay-per-view buys at $75 a pop. Now, even if we were to go with the highest estimate, which, by the way, it's a bit strange that even 2 weeks later, we still don't have the official numbers from Fox Sports. What's going on with that one? Last time that Keith Thurman and Manny Pacquiao fought, the numbers were released 2 days later. Errol Spence Jr., Sean Porter, that was released 3 days later. So why is it over 2 weeks later, we're still waiting? Something tells me they're a little bit embarrassed. But let's just go with the high end of the numbers that are floating around the internet right now at 275,000. If that's true, at $75, that would generate $20.6 million. So Wilder versus Ortiz, in a country that is how many times bigger than the United Kingdom, pulled in $20.6 million. Anthony Joshua went to Saudi Arabia and pulled in $52 million. So that's nearly 3 times. Well, it's about 2.5 times more money than what Wilder done. Forget the fact that it's 275,000 to 1.6 million. That bit's not that important. It's the money generated. Joshua is a superstar, an absolute superstar. Wilder is a bag of shit. Let's be honest. He ain't a draw. He really isn't a draw. In addition to the fact that Joshua went to Saudi Arabia and sold out the purpose-built stadium that the Saudis built. Purpose-built for this fight. They sold it out at 15,000. That's over double what Wilder vs Ortiz done. And believe me, the prizes for this event were astronomically high. But Joshua sold it out. He's a global superstar. So again, all you Wilder nut huggers out there who's saying how Wilder is the A-side, he's not even B-side when it comes to Anthony Joshua. Not even close to it. Not even close to it. Anthony Joshua versus Andy Ruiz Jr. done 1.6 million pay-per-view buys on Sky Sports alone. As far as DAZN's concerned, apparently these guys did really, really high numbers on par with what Canelo does. So Canelo versus Kovalev, Canelo versus Jacobs, that kind of thing. Quite what those numbers are, absolutely no idea whatsoever. But again, there were high numbers, considering that they were competing with apparently college football. Apparently that's quite a big thing over in America. But again, DAZN was still doing crazy numbers. So anyway, just for Sky Sports alone, 1.6 million people put their hand into their pocket and supported this event. The Wilder fans, these guys are going to be trying to make all kinds of excuses and try and spin it. Listen, there's no way of spinning it without lying. But rather than trying to spin it, why don't you say to your guys, why don't you actually put your hand in your pocket and support Wilder? I mean, what's wrong with saying that? But anyway, it is what it is. Anthony Joshua went over to Saudi Arabia. 1.6 million pay-per-view buys on Sky Sports alone. And believe me, it's not just a case of we just paid £25 and then that was it. No, we still have to pay all our broadband and all our TV and that within the Sky Sports package. So it actually works out a hell of a lot more. But I'm just breaking down the numbers just on the pay-per-view part. These guys made an absolute killing. Anthony Joshua never had to drive past McDonald's or Burger King worrying whether or not he's got money in his pocket to buy one. These guys have made an absolute fortune. Anyway, congratulations to Anthony Joshua, Matchroom Boxing, and everybody involved in this one. Hopefully all the guys on the undercard got paid well as well. Hopefully. And if they didn't, Eddie Hearn, with all the kind of money that this event made, dig deep, son. Give the undercard fighters a bit of a bonus. Drop your thoughts below, click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you all on the next video.